Oh hey there! Today we're setting up the Yakima SkyPeak HD tent. The setup is pretty straightforward and we'll walk you through it step by step, so grab your favorite beverage and let's get this thing ready to go. First things first, remove all the contents from the tent. Make sure you've got everything you need, including mounting hardware, handles, latches, hinge covers, and tools. If anything's missing, hit pause and track it down. Let's get those handles in place. Slide 4 M8 nut plates into the top channel cutout. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Align the handles and secure it with 2 M8 washers and 2 M8 screws using a 5mm wrench. Tighten everything to 6 Newton meters and repeat for the other side. Easy. Next, we'll attach the ladder latches. Slide 4 M8 nut plates into the bottom channel cutout. 2 on the left and 2 on the right. Align the latches and secure each with an M8 washer and an M8 screw using a 5mm wrench. Space them 17 inches apart, or 40 centimeters, then fully tighten to 8 Newton meters. There you go, you're doing it. Let's cover up those hinges. Start by placing the lower hinge covers in position. Then, align the upper hinge cover above them. Secure each with an M6 screw and an M6 washer using a 4mm wrench. Tighten to 3.5 Newton meters. Remember, install the lower cover first. Time to get this tent on your rig. You'll need at least 3 extra sets of hands for this part. Carefully lift the SkyPeak HD onto your vehicle's crossbars. Be mindful of antennas and anything else on your roof. Deep breaths, you're about to make your rig look really, really cool. Slide the adjustable clamps from the front of the tent, which are at the front of the vehicle, to the back of the tent and back of the rear crossbar for each side of the tent. Then, slide the static clamp from the front of the tent to the front of the rear crossbar. Repeat on both left and right sides of the vehicle. Slide the adjustable clamps from the front of the tent to the back of the front crossbar for the left and right side of the tent. Then, slide the static clamp from the front of the tent to the front of the front crossbar. Repeat on both left and right sides of the vehicle. Now let's lock this thing down. Using a 4mm wrench, tighten the knob on each clamp. Insert the clamp rod through both halves of the clamp and tighten by hand until they make firm contact with the crossbar. Use a torque wrench to fully tighten to 3.5 Newton meters. Finally, using a 4mm wrench, install 4 end caps, each with 2 M4 by M6 plastite screws. Pro tip, after 12 hours of use, check and retighten the clamp rod. Also, depending on your vehicle, reversing the static and dynamic clamp direction might make access easier. Let's make sure your tent is installed straight. Measure the distance from the end of the track to the clamps on both sides of the vehicle. If needed, reposition the clamps, tighten everything, and recheck. Whoa! Hook the ladder onto the ladder mounts and extend it to the ground. Ensure all steps are locked into place and there's no bounce. The ladder should be at about a 75-degree angle. If it's too long, stack any unused rungs beneath the top step. Safety first, always check the ladder's warning before use. Now for the fun part. Open the latches. Lift the tent open. And tuck the bungee cord around the corners into the T-slot. Final step. Unzip and open the tent door. Then, reach inside and extend the support bar. Open the lower levers, tighten the fabric, and close the levers. Then open the upper levers, take up any slack, and close them. Each window has 2 panels, one for light blocking and privacy, and one for ventilation. Any of the 3 lower windows can also be used as an entry door. If the doors or windows are lowered, tuck them under the mattress to keep them clear of the ladder and prevent damage. Your tent comes with full wraparound LED lighting inside, featuring 2 color options, bright white and warm amber, both dimmable. The light controller is located at the base of the tent ceiling. Before use, make sure it's connected to both LED power cords. Because every trip needs one, it's time to install the bottle opener. Slide 2 M8 nut plates into the track at your preferred location. Secure the bottle opener using 2 M8 washers and 2 M8 by 8 screws. When it's time to hit the road again, reach inside the tent and open the support bar levers. Untuck the bungee cord and move it to the center to help gather the material. Pull the webbing strap to close the tent, tucking in any excess fabric as needed. Then close the latches and verify that the lid is secure. And that's it. Your Yakima SkyPeak HD tent is installed and ready to go. Now, pack up your gear, find your perfect camping spot, sleep under the stars, and take it easy.